evening. Good evening. Farewell, Angelina, the bells in the ground are being stolen by bandits. I must follow the sound. The triangle tingles and the trumpets play slow. Farewell, Angelina, the sky is folding and I must go. There's no need for anger, there's no need for blame. There's nothing to prove, everything's still the same. Just a table standing empty by the edge of the sea means farewell, Angelina, the sky is folding and I must leave. The Jack and the Queen have forsake the courtyard. 52 gypsies now file past the guards in the space where the deuce and the ace once ran wild. Farewell, Angelina, the sky is changing color. I'll see you in a while. King Kong, little elves, on the rooftops they dance. Valentino tight tangos while the makeup man's hands shut the eyes of the dead, not to embarrass anyone. But farewell, Angelina, the sky is embarrassed and I must be gone. The machine guns are roaring and the puppets heave rocks, and fiends nail time bombs to the hands of the clocks. Call me any name you like, I will never deny it. Oh, farewell, Angelina, the sky is erupting. I must go where it's quiet. Thank you. Thank you. I just sing you a song I wrote for and about young people, and they're the people I call the children of the 80s. And I wrote this song from hundreds of letters I got from Europe when in my concerts, when there were a lot of young people, I asked them to write me and to tell me about themselves, about their thoughts and their hopes and their fears and their families and their drugs and you name it. And they did. And the theme song for a lot of songs I wrote is called Children of the 80s. And it's divided into 3 sections, this little song. First section is what appeared in almost all of the letters. Somewhere I would find the sentiment, we wished that we lived in the 60s because that's when everything happened. But what I'd like to say is we have to make something happen in the 80s. It's going to make the 60s look like peanuts. And it's not going to be easy, but the energy is definitely there to do it. And if we don't do it, we probably won't have a world for the 90s. So look at it that way. The second section to the song is about young people who have problems that go beyond just worrying about not having lived in the 60s. And the third section of the song is about young people who consider themselves to be engaged in this funny and sad and difficult world of ours, who call themselves the Warriors of the Sun or the Rainbow Warriors, and who intend to continue trying to create a better world. children of the 80s, haven't we grown? We're tender as a lotus, and we're tougher than stone. And the age of our innocence is somewhere in the garden. We like the music of the 60s. We think that era must have been nifty. The Rolling Stones, the Beatles, and the Doors, Flower Children, Woodstock, and the war, dirty scandals, cover-ups, and more. Ah, but it's getting harder to deceive us. Oh, we don't care if Dylan's gone to Jesus. Jimi Hendrix is playing on. We know Janis Joplin was the rose, and we also know that that's the way it goes. With all the stuff she put in her arm, don't be alarmed. We are the children of the 80s. Haven't we grown? We're tender as a lotus, and we're tougher than stone. And the age of our innocence is somewhere in the garden. Some of us are the sisters and the brothers who prefer the nighttime for our cover. A leather jacket and a single golden earring. Hang out at discos, rock shows, lose our hearing. Put tattoos all up and down our thighs. Do anything our parents would despise. Take uppers, downers, blues, and reds and yellows. Our brains are turning to jello. We think that life was overrated and loneliness was underestimated. We're looking forward to the days when we live inside of a purple haze, and the salvation of the soul is a rock and roll. We are the children of the 80s. Haven't we grown? We're tender as a lotus, and we are tougher than stone. And the age of our innocence is somewhere in the garden. Some of us may offer a surprise. Recently have you looked in our eyes? Maybe we're your conscience in disguise. We're well informed and we are wise. Please stop telling us lies. We know Afghanistan's invaded, and we know El Salvador's dictated, and we know America's inflated. We've seen the broken swords and the bloody shields, and the riversides and the mountains and the fields. And although we do not move in masses, we've lit our candles from the ashes. Oh, and our lives have just begun. We are the warriors of the sun, with the golden boys and the golden girls for a better world. tougher than stone. And the age of our innocence is somewhere, somewhere in the garden. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You probably all know the chorus on this, and if you don't, pick it up the first time through. If you know the rest of the words, sing along. If you're going to leave those lights on a little bit, I'd love it, because I like to see you. Hi there. I'm just a poor boy, though my story's seldom told, and I squandered my resistance on a pocket full of mumbles, such are promises. All lies in jest, still a man hears what he wants to hear, and he disregards the rest. La 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 la. Sing a la la la. La 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 la. La 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 la. When I left my home and my family, I was no more than a boy in the company of strangers, in the quiet of a railway station, running scared, laying low, seeking out the poorer quarters where the ragged people go, looking for the places only they would know. Sing a la la la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Seeking only workman's wages, I come looking for a job, but I got no offer. Just to come on from the whores on 7th Avenue. Everybody remembers that line. I do declare there were times when I was so lonesome I took some comfort there. La 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 la. Sing a la la la. Wishing I was home, going home, where the New York City winters aren't leading me, going home. In the clearing stands a boxer, and the fighter by his trade, and he carries the reminders of everyone who hurt him or cut him till he cried out in his anger and his shame, I am leaving, but the fighter still remains. La 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 la.